Hey there, everybody, fellow adventurers and fishermen. It's Alec from Fishing Adventures and Tales, wearing my shades today because we're going to be talking about the best tropical game fish that are available in the United States, right here where I live in Miami. So Miami is not just famous for its beaches, its nightlife, its nightclubs. I haven't been to a nightclub in 20 years, but anyway, but it is a paradise for saltwater anglers. All right, and today we're going to talk about the top 7 game fish that are available right here out of my local marinas in Coconut Grove and Miami. So the 7 fish we're going to focus on: tarpon, bonefish, snook, barracudas, sharks. Got to talk about sharks. Everybody loves sharks. SailFish and mahi-mahi. All right, so that's what we're going to be covering. So let's get into some of our best inshore fishing in Miami. We're going to start with the inshore species and then go to the offshore species. First up, we have the mighty tarpon, known as the Silver King in these local waters here. This fish is famous for its acrobatic fights and can weigh up to 200 pounds. And you can catch them in view of downtown Miami skyline or skyscrapers. I've caught schoolie size 20 to 40 pound tarpon up to trophy size tarpon 150, 160 pounds plus, right off of Key Biscayne with the Miami skyline as the backdrop. Tarpon are great on fly or spinning using live shrimp or crabs. Most of the tarpon that I've caught have been on live bait. Bonefish. Next on our list is the feisty bonefish, or the gray ghost of the flats. Although they're not the biggest fish in the sea, they are one of the toughest to catch, one of the sportiest to go for, making them among my favorite and a favorite worldwide for saltwater anglers. And Miami, Biscayne Bay in particular, is one of the best places in the world to target bonefish. And those fishing waters are less than 30 minutes from my house. In fact, they're addictive. That's how much bonefish is down here. I go bonefishing at least 5 or 6 times a year in Biscayne Bay with my go-to guide, Captain Mo. I've talked about him many times, and you'll see him in various clips on some of the fish we're talking about. My best day with him, we went 9 for 11 bones in January of 23, so a little more than a year ago. My best day ever was we went 9 for 11 bonefish, most of them over 10 pounds, all of them considered trophy size, right here in Biscayne Bay in Miami. So trips with multiple bonefish hookups are not uncommon. Bonefish are great on fly or spinning with live shrimp. I've caught all of mine on spinning gear with live shrimp. Bring patience and polarized sunglasses, because this is some of the best sight casting you will see. You're looking for the fish and then casting to them. Okay, very different than most other fishing. All-time inshore favorites is the snook. Snook fishing is the bomb. I love it, especially when they're tight in the mangroves. I love it when you're hunting snook and stalking them in the mangroves, and you got to get that cast right between the mangroves, or you're off by an inch. You're in the trees. Okay, but my favorite way to catch snook is on topwater lures and just watching them smash it when they come out of the mangroves. Okay, you can also catch them on fly and live shrimp, but topwater is my favorite. Staying in the flats of Biscayne Bay, again within sight of the city of Miami, we have barracudas. Barracudas are built like friggin' torpedoes. They hit hard on anything that's moving fast, particularly top waters, spoons, you name it. They're gonna smash it. They're gonna peel off 100 yards of line before you can turn them. And their strong runs are just as legendary as their sharp teeth. Just a word of caution here, besides the business end of the Barracuda, strictly catch and release with these beasts. They contain a natural neurotoxin that occurs in them called ciguatera, and that comes through the food chain of them eating fish that live on the reef and the coral reefs. So it's a naturally occurring toxin. Next up is a fish that you can find both inshore and offshore, and we're talking about sharks. Sharks are a blast in these local waters here. I have caught them right off the beaches, in canals. I have caught them offshore. I have caught them in skinny water, just like 2 feet deep, to water that's more than 300 feet deep. We have plenty of sharks here, for the fishermen, that is. So whether it's lemon sharking on the flats, or black tips offshore or over the reefs, or bull sharks, which you can get all over the place here, sharks are one of the fun things to do on any given fishing day, especially if it's a slow day. You can always catch a few small jacks or something, cut them up for bait, and then go sharking. I've done that more than once. So best bet is using medium to medium heavy tackle and using live bait and some chum. The bloodier the live bait, the better that bait will be in attracting a really nice shark. And once the shark is hooked, hold on, because it's going to take off like a freaking freight train, and you're in for a 15 to 30 minute battle depending on the type and size of the shark you hooked. Let's now talk about offshore fishing in Miami. Again, like I said, we have some of the best tropical game fish that you could find in these waters right out my window, even though I'm looking at downtown, but just right out the wall out that way from my office. So first off, on the offshore, let's talk about the mahi-mahi, or the dolphin fish. It is one of the most beautiful game fish you will ever see. They have beautiful iridescent colors. These pelagic fish are found offshore Miami, and they're a blast sight fishing with spinning gear or trolling. Where you see weed lines, that's where you're gonna find your mahi, okay? And they hit hard, they run, they jump, they do everything you want a game fish to do. Even better than catching them is eating them. There's nothing better than having a fresh grilled or blackened mahi-mahi that you caught yourself that day. Trust me, it doesn't get better than that. It's a much catch fish for any angler visiting or coming to Miami. The last fish on our list is my latest addiction, okay, and that's SailFish. Hi, my name is Alec, and I'm addicted to sail fishing. Known for their speed, they're the fastest fish in the ocean, as fast as cheetahs can run on land, up to 65 miles per hour. They hit that bait, take off 100 yards jumping, and they're absolutely spectacular and beautiful to watch. SailFish are now my latest obsession, and in 2023 I went 4 or 5 SailFish during the season. It's all catch and release, absolutely spectacular. The best bet is do a full day charter or a 3/4 of a day charter with a reputable charter boat. I go with Double Threat out of Coconut Grove. The marina is 5 minutes from my house. We go kite fishing with outriggers with 6 lines out there. You can see in the video how we set up the kites, put out the live bait, and go up and down what we call here SailFish Alley, right off of Miami Beach. So that's the list of my top 7 tropical game fish in Miami. There's certainly other people have other ones. Come to mind wahoo, amberjack, tunas, marlin. There's swordfish. There's plenty of other game fish. These are the ones that I focus on year in, year out, season after season. Well, that's it for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit the like button, smash the subscribe, all those things that the YouTube algorithms like. I really don't know all of them, but I hear everybody on YouTube saying it. So just do that. Until next time, keep those lines tight, and we'll have more exciting fishing and travel adventure videos for 2024.